makeup-free face. You're going to learn a lot, so let's get into it.
Let's go.
First, I'm going to show you how WWE wrestlers bleed. And huge disclaimer here. This is not a how-to video. This is not a go out and try this yourself. I was trained by professionals and I have had practice doing this. You have not. So do not, I repeat, do not try this at home.
Yeah,
this
do not try this at home.
For educational and entertainment purposes only. As a WWE wrestler, one of the things you have to come to grips with is bleeding. But we don't call it bleeding, we call it getting color. But when you're in a match, how exactly do you get color? We call that a gig. And now I'm going to show you how I made gigs and where I would conceal them on my body so everyone in the stands and you at home never saw them until I needed them. Now, in order to make a gig, a WWE
Think you would
wrestler
sign Ryback? No.
3 things. And those things are tape, a razor, and I was taught to use the 2-sided straight razors. And lastly, scissors. First, you're gonna start with your straight razor. And this is actually a real razor, so I'm being extremely careful. What I was taught to do and what I would always do from there, you take your scissors and you cut it down to size. And I would always cut it down into a triangle. Once you get it down to the triangle, your goal is going to be to have a limited sharp edge exposed. And from there, you simply just start folding it over until it is in a shape that you're going to be able to use. Now, some guys would actually cut this edge off, making it smaller. I always preferred having the longer edge, and I'll tell you why. The way you're going to disguise your gig is, guys would do it in many different ways. Some guys put it in their boot, some guys would tape it to different parts of their body. I always taped it to my wrist. I was gonna tape my wrist anyway, so it was just always a very easy and obvious place to keep it. Now, with my wrist tape, here's the key. I'm gonna need a few extra pieces of tape after. And I'll tell you why. Once your wrist is taped, you're gonna wanna be able to get to the gig easily when you're out in a match. Some guys put it in different places. I always would put it right here. Now, that's why I
Liam,
like
what's up, man?
This edge, that extra edge. This is exactly how I would tape it to my wrist right there. I would lay it down with the long edge exposed so I knew exactly where to grab it. And then I would just put extra tape over top of it. Some guys don't like having this extra edge exposed. It's hit or miss. It depends on what you prefer.
Well, it's probably helpful if you're like in the moment.
Get your
in that moment, you probably don't want to have to be like searching around for it and hoping that you're gonna find it.
If I needed it during a match, when the ref or when their attention wasn't on me and I was overselling or whatever and I was about to get color, it was always easy for me because I knew exactly where it was. I could take 1, maybe 2 pieces of tape, slide them back, and there's my gig exposed right there. Now, other guys, they didn't want to have an exposed edge. Other guys might use a gig that's this size right here. Still with the exposed straight edge, but they didn't want to have it sticking out of their wrist tape. So what they would
I can understand that. You probably don't want to have
in the middle
a razor this close to your wrist.
Usually with the exposed
like the inside of your
not
wrist,
facing their wrist. And then they would still take the 1 piece of tape, maybe 2, something that they could get to easy during the match, and they would cover it. I always preferred my gig with the tail just because it was easier. And I know Murphy's Law, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And I don't want to be the one that when I open it up, because in essence, you're opening up a piece of tape and here's what's going to happen almost every time. That gig is going to stick to that tape just like that. So then you're ringside or wherever fumbling, trying to get this little piece off. I've even seen people take this and they can't pull it off, so they just literally, they just start jamming themselves with the tape piece attached to it, hoping that it works, hoping that they can get the color they need.
Oh no.
Like that. I never
sounds like
a like
nightmare.
That's why
you're in front of thousands of people, a million people on TV are watching you, and you're like, come on.
During my time in HWA for teaching me that little
trick.
Come on. So once the cameras are off you, and once you find a
bleed, dang it, bleed.
Usually it's down ringside, as close to the apron as you can get, and I'll tell you why in a second. You're gonna take and you're gonna open up, exposing that gig. You're going to take it off, and then it's a 3-step process to get your color. Obviously, you're going to have your sharp edge, and you're going to hit
and
twist and squeeze. Hit, twist, and squeeze. And what that's going to do, it's going to open up your capillaries, and you're going to start bleeding.
Hey, Bob Stone. What's up, Bob Stone? Welcome, everybody.
Look. Once you got your color,
almost that
once
time.
You're bleeding, you still have these. What do you do with them? Where do you put them? If you're down ringside by the apron,
swallow them.
Obviously the best thing, the easiest thing, the safest thing to do is to toss them under the apron. But rule of thumb, never ever toss them where a fan could get them, because obviously you don't want them cutting themselves. You don't want them to have anything that could hurt them in any way. If you're having to do it in the ring, you might call the ref over, and just as he comes over, try to safely pass it off to him, and he'll know exactly what you're doing, because you will have went over that earlier in the day. But your main goal is to just never let them get close to the fans. Obviously, we want to keep the secret out there as to how you got the color, but more importantly, you just don't want them hurt in any way. And now you know how WWE wrestlers get color. But again, disclaimer.
And he throws it.
Do not do this at home. This is for educational, this is for entertainment purposes. I was trained how to do this. You were not. Please be safe. Now, let's talk about the most famous WWE weapon, the steel chair. And I get asked all the time on a weekly basis.
I love this guy's channel, man.
How do you fake
such
chair
good stuff?
Shots? And the simple answer is you don't. That's why they're outlawed today. That's why you hardly ever see chair shots. We know a lot more today about concussions than we did even 20 years ago, so remember, be safe. When I'm asked about chair shots, people in essence always think that they are fake, they are gimmicked, they are rigged in some way. And to be honest, they are not. They are real chairs. Here's where the secret about that lies, though. The chairs that are used, the chair that hit me over the head at the 2002 Royal Rumble, it's not the hardest chair available. It's a chair of a lesser aluminum, a lesser dense metal. So that's how you get
still,
the folding
that chair looked a lot more
That's
beefy
how
than the ones they use today.
When it hit me over the head,
Panda,
it
welcome.
formed around my head. But there's absolutely nothing fake about it. But on to a different chair shot I took, and actually one that there is a secret to. Also working with The Undertaker early in my career, after the Rumble, I found myself involved in a championship match with Chris Jericho. So go through the entire match, and at the end, Undertaker came out to
look at
night.
Younger Taker. Younger Taker. That's what I would call him when he looks like that. Younger Taker.
And he took a chair, put it up against my throat, reared me back, and jammed me down on it. To everyone, it looked absolutely devastating. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, going over with it during the day, it felt like it was going to be devastating until I learned the secret. The secret to that chair shot is holding the chair with both hands on either side. Because as I'm holding the chair, and he's rearing me back, Taker looks like he's keeping the chair pinned directly to my throat, when the whole time I'm the one controlling him. As he brings me down onto the ground, I'm controlling how close my neck actually gets to the top edge of that chair. And after impact, my throat never even hit the lip of that chair.
Dang, it looked good though.
What really sold it, what really told the entire crowd and the people at home that I was hurt, was the throw.
Dang,
And
Panda,
again,
you got it
I
quick.
was able to control that because I had
Welcome,
both
Panda.
hands
What
on
is
that
this?
chair
This looks
the
like
entire
a
time.
demon.
And realistically, it was one of the easiest
What is that,
bumps of my life. The next secret I'm going to share with you is getting
a
hung
goat?
up in the ring
A goat
ropes.
with glasses?
Now, this
Some
came
sort of
courtesy
goat glasses.
of Triple H, and it was after an altercation I had with him.
It's for Goat Simulator? Okay.
Through me, and instead of going through or over the ropes, I go through and get twisted around,
God.
and I find myself dangling by my neck, cutting off all circulation. And what I love about this spot is for years, people have debated, now did that actually happen? Was it an accident? Or was it part of the show?
Dang.
Well, I'm here to tell you, it was part of the show. And here's the secret.
Dang, you never see people do that spot.
This is probably one of the spots that we had to practice the most during my time in the WWE. In order to make that spot happen, the top two ropes, the middle rope and the top rope, actually have to be loose. They have to be loosened more than they normally are. And in order for that to happen, everyone on the card has to know, be careful when hitting the ropes.
Lost in here, yeah. They probably didn't loosen those
through the
ropes for him.
Is to actually dive your head as evenly through the two ropes as you can, but as you're doing it, make sure you grab the ropes with both hands, and as gravity does the work for you, it will make it look like you were stuck. It will make it look like something that wasn't supposed to happen, and it works because you rarely see it. It's not something you see on a nightly basis. Now, as I'm dangling there, was I in pain? I know I was screaming in agony. Was I in pain? Actually, no. I was releasing the pressure, holding myself.
Was I in pain? Actually, no.
But once Hunter plays up to it to leave him there, let him hang. Once Al runs out and saves his student, it really made people suspend their disbelief for a second. And
that's
people
good.
For years have
that was a good spot.
Did that really happen? Or was it part of the show? And for the next secret, I'm actually going to show you 3 clips. And I want you to tell me, what's the same thing happening in every one of them?
Bret Hart is the greatest WWF champion of all time. That's my opinion.
No, that's your opinion. That's the opinion of one man, JR.
He is. Could do that tonight. Look at Kurt Angle. Goes to the ankle lock and Edge. Edge hoping to counter.
Like Sammy did at Elimination Chamber in Montreal that we saw earlier tonight, you never really recover from it. It's a lot of baggage.
So,
working
did you figure it out? Well, let me fill you in on this secret. They're all attacking the left side of their opponent's body. Anybody that teaches wrestling in the United States is going to teach you to always work your opponent's left side. And by left side, I mean left arm and left leg. Now, why is that? If you always know that someone is working
Did you see
a left
Impact
body
Site?
part, then whenever they have to sell that body part,
I haven't
or
seen
act
Impact
like
Site.
that body part is hurt, they don't. It's just one less thing to remember. Trust me, there's enough to worry about.
I've seen that Okada is going to be at TNA in January.
Cues. Knowing that you're always going to be working the left side. If you're on attack, you're punching, kicking, hitting, wrenching the left side. And if you're on the defensive, you're writhing in pain. You're always selling the left side. Now you might be saying, Maven, that's probably how it's done everywhere. Well, actually it's not. In Mexico, they work the right side. So I know for guys, whenever they travel, it's just one thing they have to learn. Is this a country that works the left or the right side? And for the last
Why did he say they did that though?
It deals with one of the most famous moments of my WWE career, and it's something that
Maven's
I'm
the guy
reminded
Undertaker
about
destroyed
on a weekly basis. Let me set the scene for you. 2002 Royal Rumble. I eliminate The Undertaker. And after I eliminate The Undertaker, I had to get color, which we discussed earlier. But even further after that, we are fighting.
Why did he say they worked the left side?
It's a one-sided brawl, but he is beating me through the arena up to the second level. And as I'm trying to escape, crawling, trying to get away from him, through the fans, Taker throws me through the popcorn machine. Everyone
through the glass of the popcorn? Somebody got some bloody popcorn.
Always say, Maven, how did you go through that glass? Well, today we're not only going to tell you I'm gonna show you. So this is the type of glass I went through. It's commonly known as sugar or candy glass, and it's made by taking sugar, taking water, and you heat it up, you boil it down, and voila, sugar glass. I'm sure there's one or two additional steps in
That's
making
cool. You got a
this,
hold
but
of some.
I didn't require that on the night I was going through this.
It's
They did
something
a quick demonstration showing
bigger?
me that this was
Bigger than Okada being in
completely
TNA? No, I haven't seen it.
Wasn't going to hurt or cut you.
If it was something that happened on the show, then I'd rather not know. I'd rather just see it.
Where someone is going through glass. This is the stuff that is going to be used. But what does it look like to go through it? Well, let's find out.
Oh my
The
goodness.
things I do for you, YouTube.
Oops.
Damn it.
Wow, it breaks like that? It breaks that easy. That's cool, man. He actually showed it to us. I like that. That was cool. I wanted to see what it looks like. Plus, they always take, like, you know, they take a little bit of time when they start SmackDown, so I knew we had an extra couple seconds. And I was correct. It's the tribute to the troops. Oh, yeah.
From Providence, Rhode Island, welcome folks to the 21st annual Tribute to the Troops here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Let's go.
Sponsored by Progressive.
Giving us some good old country in the background. Hey, thank you to everybody who's already left a thumbs up on the YouTube stream. Thank you very much for that. And if you guys haven't, please take a second. Only takes a second.
America is two-time 2024 Grammy nominees.
Grammy.
War and Treaty.
I'm gonna be careful with that. It's not typed. It's not typed. What do you mean what's not typed? I should have had a bald eagle ready for this part. I should have known that they'd do this. Oh, it's not taped. Yeah, I'm glad about that. Plus the lineup of people that are going to be here, it makes it seem like this one's going to be a bit more work put into it than what they've been doing in the past couple of Tribute to the Troops. They're all good. They're all epic. It's epic that they even do this, but it's nice that they're gonna give us a full-on SmackDown at the same time. Oh, yo, this lady's got a voice. Oh, it's a duet. I wonder how they whittle it down to who's actually going to perform at the show. Like who, is there like a list of people they could choose from, and then they're like, oh, how about this one? Or is it a roulette? Wonder how they pick who's going to sing at these shows. Hey, Goki's over here too. What's up, Goki? USA, USA. Oh my goodness. Light it up. Nice. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the War and Treaty.
Good thing their stage is so big, man. They had a little space between them and the the battalion behind them. Hey, JBL's here. It's Jibble. And it's Jimmy John's. John's like, it's a tradition that we mess with you, Gritty.
JBL. Michael, it has been an honor of my life for the past 21 years that the WWE has allowed us to go to the war zones of Iraq, Afghanistan, to bases all over the world to tell these heroes thank you for what you do.
So many wonderful stories floating around today, and one includes an old roommate of yours, JBL, who's back on SmackDown for the first time in almost a decade. It is the return
CM Punk was
of
roommates?
CM Punk. The voice of the voices is back on SmackDown. What does Punk have in store tonight?
Well, you know, CM Punk may be a free agent, but Randy Orton isn't. Randy Orton last
Man,
week.
they're really playing this song in the background. I'm gonna have to let them chill a little bit with that. Oh, it's cool. They got the fireworks behind the graphics. United States Championship Tournament, first round. Dragon Lee versus Santos, the rematch. Wonder if Dragon Lee is gonna pull out the upset. Oh yeah. Oh, they changed his background? Escobar. No, it's the same. Okay. It looked like they made it all silver for a second, but I was just seeing the bottom of it. I done seen the bottom of it. But you gotta love it. Sweat, glisten, something, something. It's the Apollo Crews theme song. Santos came out all oiled up. Look at how shiny he's looking. Oh yeah. It's SmackDown. Tribute to the Troops edition. Phantom Driver on his old buddy last Friday.
A Phantom Driver putting away Wild, but Escobar, Cody wasn't done there.
No, he wasn't. And the fact of the matter is, he
Oh,
was
yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Lee. Dragon Lee, who's had his problems over the past number of weeks with Santos Escobar. Remember this, guys. Dragon Lee is a big supporter and fan of Rey Mysterio, who Santos Escobar took out of action with a knee injury.
Play the song again.
A match that left us
Now
wanting
play it
more
again.
after Survivor Series. And tonight we're going to get it, JBL.
What you're forgetting to say is...
Oh, I thought they were going to bring back his old song for a second.
Lucha Libre. Be careful what you ask for, Dragon Lee.
But yeah, we found out about that, I guess. Somebody came in here and told me that it was a song actually made by somebody outside of WWE before. But it's kind of strange because they oh, you see how the dragon is the mouth? The dragon's mouth is the spot where he came out of. That's some nice design right there. Yeah, I guess his other theme song was made by some other artist, but the weird thing is that they used it when he first showed up on the main roster. They used it in like a promo package for him. So I don't know why they would. Maybe just got tired of paying for it every time. I wish they'd bring it back. It was so much better. The winner of this faces Logan Paul this tournament here. Kind of want a picture of that bracket. And it's too late.
Logan Paul.
All right, let's see who you guys got on this. See who you think is... Oh, wait a minute. Dominic's here.
Yes!
Yes! Mysterio! Dominic's here. They're facing off tomorrow. Him and Dragon Lee for the title, right? Yeah. Mysterio! United States Championship Tournament, first round. All right, let's get the prediction in here. See what you guys think is about to happen. I'll tell you one thing. His previous outing versus Santos does not give me the best feeling about his chances here. Dragon Lee.
Well, here are two men that deserve each other. They do deserve each other. Two legends. Yeah, two lowlifes.
Santos saying recently that Dominic was right all along about Rey. Well, you know what? You want to know about Rey Mysterio? Ask the man next to you who Rey Mysterio retired, JBL.
Marlon, I had the sniffles that night. I shouldn't have wrestled. That's beside the point. The point is, we knew back then what a deadbeat dad Rey Mysterio.
Dude, they're not letting me do predictions either. What the heck is going on with Twitch?
All right? He's a terrible father. We knew it back then. Dominic's so lucky he turned out. You know, there's a legacy of people who've been to prison and come out leaders. Look at Mahatma Gandhi. Look at Nelson Mandela. And Dominic.
What did he say, Mahatma Gandhi?
Hang on a second. This could be over already. Dragon Lee kicking out early is Santos Escobar.
First off, you knew all about the beef. Secondly, Dominic Mysterio, you just said that he was comparing him to Gandhi?
Well, Gandhi was never NXT North American Heavyweight Champion, but yes.
It literally won't let me do the predictions either. There's something up with the web version of Twitch. I don't know what it is, but sorry about it, guys. But there's nothing I can do. You can just tell me who you think is gonna win, though. I'd like to see what direction you guys are leaning.
With Dragon Lee. This to qualify. Dragon Lee kicking out.
Santos Escobar, who's completely perceptive. Completely perceptive. He saw through Rey Mysterio.
It's cool they have the United States Championship on the Titantron, all huge and everything. It sets these matches apart from the regular show, or from regular matches.
JBL, you hadn't got a Scooby-Doo what he was saying.
It's really cool. It'll set it apart in the future too. If you use it for promo packages and stuff, you'll know exactly which match it is just by looking at it.
Dragon Lee. Santos to the outside. It's a rivalry.
Santos will win by distraction. I see. From Dom. Oh, powerbomb on the apron. Jeez.
Here in the United States Championship Tournament.
Ay, ay, ay. Santos just caught Dragon Lee out of a Rana attempt and just power bombs him on the apron. That's one heck of a way to go commercial. We should go back to doing the shows outside for the troops. That's interesting. Well, you got to remember what time of year it is too. Probably don't want your multi-million-dollar athletes outside in the cold wrestling half naked. You know, whenever they would do the shows like that, they would normally go to like a base where it would be warmer. So I don't know. It's plus on top of that, then it ends up being pre-taped, and that kind of takes something out of it as well. So I don't know. I think it might be good to start doing them like this. Oh, at the base, yeah. But they do a lot of stuff with the troops as it is. It doesn't have to be a show that we all see. They show us replays of them at the bases and hanging out with them multiple times. So I think to have to do a show and then go to the base for it as well at the same time, if it's going to create logistical issues for them, it's better to just do that stuff year round and then have a tribute to the troops that doesn't put that much strain on them to make it a live show. A live tribute to the troops from a base, that sounds very, very difficult. They normally end up pre-taped at that point, and then they normally end up pre-taped like a week ahead of time, and then the results hit the internet way ahead of time, and it just feels kind of like a show that's there just for show at that point. It's a good idea, but if this is better for everybody involved and easier to pull off and more meaningful across the board, I'd rather it be done this way. But I see what you mean. Those were special. It's commercial break right now. I'm sure Santos is getting it's getting the best of Dragon Lee as we speak. This guy Dragon Lee is gosh, man, I wish they wouldn't have given him such a definitively dominant loss at Survivor Series. That just made him look so, I don't know, still not main roster-esque. Yeah, it does feel, it feels that way, and I know what you mean about it. It's just the last few times that they've done it, it's all been pre-taped, and then it just it also kind of, it didn't feel, it felt kind of like a vacation from the show itself, and not like an actual tribute to the troops. It felt more like a, oh, we're showing you this because we have to, instead of just doing it.
Huge stakes here tonight to kick off Friday Night SmackDown on a special night tribute to the troops.
You know how those like vacation shows are, where it's like, yeah, they wrestle, but things, not a whole lot happens that really means something to the stories that we've been seeing. Just kind of seems like a vacation from your average, or your regular scheduled programming. This one might be a mixture of the two of them. And starting it out the way they did, I feel like it's going to be more of a mixture of both.
Rey Mysterio obviously had knee surgery just a couple of weeks ago thanks to an attack by Escobar. You know, John, at one point, over here,
You might get a taped Raw, huh?
can he get it off? Rey Mysterio called Dragon Lee the future of Lucha Libre.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio certainly knows what he's talking about. Dragon Lee has all the talent in the world. You know, he's got a huge weekend ahead of him, including tomorrow.
Dragon Lee's getting the upper hand here.
Rey Mysterio, take a lot away from him. He's a deadbeat dad. He's a horrible.
Look, Dudley, he's wearing your colors.
One of the greatest sports entertainers of all time. All due respect to El Santo, all due respect to Mel Mascaras, Rey Mysterio is the greatest master wrestler.
Mel Mascaras, nice. Nice shout-outs.
He's not.
Oh my goodness. Yo, the super kick just took Dragon Lee off of his feet, flipped him upside down. Goodness gracious.
You were once the Mexican champion.
I was indeed.
Wearing the cowboy hat.
Of course I was wearing the cowboy hat.
Oh no, this could spell trouble for Dragon Lee. Escobar, look at them put him away with the Phantom Driver.
Went for the Phantom Driver, but no, Dragon Lee was smart about it. Shifted his body weight completely sideways to where he couldn't get the turn on it. I like that. Oh, what do you got here? Powerbomb. Oh, you saw how he adjusted? He put his feet on his shoulders to try to put a little bit more weight into the pin. Such a tough pin to keep. Nah, this crowd ain't gonna say AEW, man. If anything, it would be the other way around. But then again, they wouldn't say it either. Well, actually, they would. The people who work there would. We just heard it, what, 2 days ago?
See you tomorrow night. The message from Dragon Lee. What a night of promise.
Oh, goodness.
An NXT deadline tomorrow evening.
You look like you kicked him right in the nose. Santos' nose might be in jeopardy right now.
Looking to thwart that momentum.
These two met back in Survivor Series.
Will this do it, driver? For Santos.
Oh, got him again. Jeez. Dragon Lee, you need to wrap it up, man. Look, he beat him easily again. I mean, it was a little bit, I would say maybe a little more competitive than their last match, but that still was... Jeez. How does that make it look like Dragon Lee should be fighting for the North American title tomorrow? Well, I hope Dominic wins tomorrow then. 'Cause, I don't want to see you get beaten like, what, 10 minutes by Santos and then win a title the next day. That'll make the title look weak.
Oh, that's pleasant. Come on, this kid is a low life. He obviously
Deadline tomorrow.
The life advice that his dad, Rey Mysterio,
Hopefully you guys will come on through and hang out with me during Deadline. We'll be streaming live during that too.
Shocking from Dominic Mysterio. The last week, folks, an epic
Dom.
Friday Night SmackDown.
Getting the heat.
GM's looking for the signature of the returning Apex Predator.
That's going to carry on all of Lucha Libre. Tonight's highlight of the night is sponsored by WWE 2K23.
Oh, mute that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Last Friday, that was crazy.
The Viper.
They're replaying what happened last week with Randy Orton coming out here to choose what show he's going to sign with. Definitely got to mute that. They catch that all day, every day. Twice on Sunday. He was giving some hard high fives to this crowd. Better watch your hand. So Santos wins with the Phantom Driver again.
And I can give you the guys that took you out. The bloodline, wreckage of humanity.
I could see Nigel. Who's Nigel?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nigel McGuinness?
there will be no decision made by Randy Orton because the bloodline is going to make your decision for you.
Who's Nigel? Who that? Jimmy Johns? Oh, Aldis. But CM Punk's going to be here tonight. Why would he need to show up on Raw? Why would he need to go there? If he wants to sign CM Punk, he's just going to talk to him tonight, right?
And you can tell him, Daddy's back.
It is official. The Viper is coming back to
Randy came back looking so buff, it's ridiculous.
Randy Orton is SmackDown's own.
Call Roman Reigns. Where's Roman been at? We sure Roman even still works there or what? There he is. Randall Keith.
Now, there's something else I want to talk to you about. Found out today, upon getting to the venue for SmackDown tonight, that you've got me teaming with LA Knight against Jimmy and Solo. Why?
I saw LA Knight make the save last week.
Wait
and
a
I thought
minute,
it
wait,
was-
save. I didn't need saving. I don't even know who LA Knight is until last week, and you got me teaming with the guy. I gotta trust this guy that I just found out who the hell he was last week.
I understand. You don't know LA Knight. All you need to know is that you want the bloodline, and he wants the bloodline. And I want to see that match. So do the fans. I can't wait. Hey, Randy, if I was 50,000, this is 100.
Oh, that's for next time.
Oh. That's for next time. Uh-oh.
Warning shot there to Nick Aldis. And look who's here. Cody Rhodes told me.
Nice segment. Very nicely done. That's for next time. He threw an extra 50 grand on it just for the next time he's gonna RKO this dude. I like it. Yeah, Randy looks better than ever. Well, buffer than ever. He probably thought it was a very good idea to like reinforce his body because he just got that spinal fusion surgery. So it's probably for the best. But also he's probably thinking about it like it's a new lease because from what he was saying on the Logan Paul podcast, he was saying that he was thinking about it like he was never going to be able to do this again. So maybe once he found out that the surgery was going to like give him another chance, he probably wanted it to be like, yo, if this is the last time that I'm able to do this for real, and I'm coming back the best I can. And I don't blame him for that. Seems like a lot of wrestlers have done that. A lot of wrestlers recently have been so close to being done forever, and then the advances in medicine and just great surgeons and things have come through and saved them from having to retire. So it's really cool to see these people that we thought were done or could have been done forever. Got another commercial break. So CM Punk is around here somewhere. I wonder if they're going to wait till the very end like they did on Raw. I mean, this show is shorter than Raw. So it's not going to be as much of a wait, but still, I don't know if they should wait till the end. I guess depending on what they have lined up for him. I do think they need to get the ball rolling though, because his comeback promo was okay at best, I would say. Little underwhelming to me. And then him just not being on the show the next week and him not being on SmackDown the same week. I think this might be the time for them to start striking while the iron is hot. Not that I think it's going to cool down, but like, come on, man. We need to at least get a inkling of something happening with them. Yeah, plus not being on the road for 50 weeks a year or whatever they do probably helped him to be able to just buckle down and work. Being used to working so often, giving his body a chance to heal, and also using some of that pent-up energy. Because if you're used to going for, 20 years or whatever, just going and going and going, and then you have time off, you might start feeling kind of pent up, and you have that normal cadence of like, okay, I got to work today, and then you're just sitting at home. He was probably sitting at home like, I got to work today. That probably contributed to it a little bit as well. It was just in his blood.
LA Bruins take on Eric Dixon in Villanova.
WB, what's up, man? Welcome.
On Fox Primetime Hoops Saturday at 7 Eastern, right here on Fox.
Oh boy. What do we got? Okay. Gotta mute that. Yeah, I think they definitely need to start something tonight. Got to be starting something. Don't want to sing that too much. Don't want YouTube to get me. Hey, thank you to everybody who has given a thumbs up on the YouTube stream thus far. If you guys haven't done that yet, man, sneak on over there real quick and put a thumbs up on that if you like the stream, guys. Look at R-Truth. I bet you he made those troops laugh like crazy. He was on one on the bump this week. That was such a fun episode of the bump. I know a lot of people don't watch the bump, but I'm telling you, it was worth a watch. If you like R-Truth and you like Jimmy Uso and you like Trick Williams, it was a trifecta of awesomeness. They did a really good job. Very fun episode. They didn't even get to do any of the Christmas advertising of the toys and stuff that you can buy and the titles. They couldn't do it. They were just laughing so much and just having such a good time and asking good questions. It was very well done. Uh-oh, it's Cody Rhodes. Oh, yes. He's here. Radio with the thumbs up. Thank you, Radio. Welcome. Whoa. Jeez. Nice. They got the timing on that one. Sometimes they mess up the timing, and I feel like they do it on purpose. I feel like it was a joke backstage sometimes when they do the pyro all off timing, and because sometimes he'll do the thing and they'll do it late, and then he'll look back and he'll just have like this big smile on his face, like somebody's messing with me. Whoa.
Otis Reed of the 24th Infantry. Cody, thrilled to be here tonight.
He's like, get hype, man. Get up. Get up out your seat. He didn't want to wait. Oh, see, they got troops in the crowd too. So they brought some of them through. I don't think he let it slip through his fingers at all. I just think Cody is not green enough for that company. The company is it's got years and years to go before they reach anything near this level of production value and know-how, and if ever, because I feel like the guy running it is so anti this, that whenever they do incorporate this type of stuff, it's gonna have to be offset with some of the stuff that's holding them back, to the point where I feel like things are gonna have to change pretty drastically for them to ever get to this. I just think Cody wasn't built for that.
What do you want to talk about? I know what
You can
we
tell
should talk
Punk
about
wanted
tonight.
what Cody gets.
It's a special night, which is why I asked to be
What?
here. Not only
What do you
is
mean?
it Friday Night SmackDown, tonight is WWE's tribute to the troops.
Oh, they got some people from West Point there too. Nice. Oh, you see that? The whole front row is the troops in their fatigues. I didn't even notice that.
Its 21st year. On behalf of all of us at WWE, we would like to say thanks to our servicemen and women in attendance here tonight. And of course, for all those at home watching around the world, now let us take a look at the history of this great tradition.
Yay! QZ, what's up? Welcome, welcome.
The American nightmare can stand in the spotlight, and the American dream can be resolute throughout this world because of your service. Thank you all very, very much. And before I go, it is my privilege to do one more thing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Fort Myer, Virginia, the United States Army Drill Team.
Hit him with the drill. Hit him with the drill.
Ready, step.
Ooh. We'll flip the musket. Flip the rifle. Yo, look at these flips. Yo, are they the best? Ooh. They are the best. Skills, man. Time to stomp.
We are so on.
That was cool. I like that they're integrating this stuff throughout the show. It wasn't just the opening with the singing and the piano. It's happening throughout. They even had Cody cut the promo. Nice.
Oh. Thank you so much for having me.
Brad from CBS Sports out here. That was cool.
The troops, whether it be at home or abroad, has been fantastic. I mean, you guys are like the Bob Hope of our generation.
Bob
the
Hope.
Guys are going to have to Google that, right, Kevin?
Well, JBL's as old as Bob Hope, but nonetheless.
Oh.
This is like cross off the bucket list for me to be able to call a match with Brad Nessler.
Brad and Gary Danielson, the best team in football the last 20 years. What an honor it is to have you. What honor must be for you tomorrow to be calling a game where
it does feel like a more than a regular show in a good way. Yeah. I agree with you, Legato, but I'd wait until later in the show. I'd have them. And I think they're Raw anyway. I don't think Jinder is SmackDown, but neither is Cody. So I'd have them maybe have a problem backstage. I wouldn't do it right then.
And every yard. We go by blades of grass. We don't even talk about yards, you know, when those two teams get together. The over-under usually is around 14. Exactly. Yeah,
and it's tomorrow afternoon, Army-Navy. Brad will be on the call. You want to stick around and call some action?
Yeah, can I?
Oh, here we go. And then they followed up with a guy who actually served. That's cool. Oh, yeah. I like that, dude. Nice booking here. Nice progression through the show. Right after they show the troops coming out here doing that fanciness, then you get Uncle Bob. His name is Bob. His name is Bob. It's Bobby Lashley. He's gonna bash. He's going to bash thee. He's gonna thrash. He's going to thrash thee. His name is Lashley. Bobby Lashley is here. Who's he fighting tonight? Karrion Kross? Oh man, Karrion Kross is about to be carrying a loss. It's Karrion, right? I think that's who he's fighting. His name is Bob. It's Bobby Lashley. Yes, rest in peace, Karrion. Yeah, Karrion's about to catch these hands.
Tribute to the Troops holds a special place in my heart because my father served in the Army for 26 years. I then followed his footsteps into the Army, and I learned about discipline, respect, and what it truly means to fight for something bigger than yourself. To all the troops, thank you for your service.
This is good.
God bless America.
See what I'm talking about? Integrating it into the show.
It is business time for the almighty Bobby Lashley.
His name is Bob. His name is Bob. It's Bobby Lashley. It's got a military helicopter, and it brings down the fight card. It brings down the match. That was cool. He even did the salute. Nice. Oh, we got an ad for a guy from the other channel.
Weight of 690 pounds, Kevin, Kairi, and David Von Erich.
Definitely got to mute that, especially since they're going to start working with Warner Brothers. They're going to start working with Max and all them, so you know this stuff is going to be extra claimed. December 22nd is when it comes out. Okay, so got a little while. Iron Claw. I hope it's good, man. Could be the start of something special for wrestling. Right now, wrestling is pretty hot, and I would like it if the movie that comes out during this period would be good, and give a respect to wrestling that may not be there right now to a mainstream audience. Because that could start more. That could start other things to happen, other stories to happen. Other good movies that tell about the past. Lashley's not losing tonight. Yeah, it's like being in your hometown on AEW. Chalk it up. There was a movie like Iron Claw that came out like 10 years ago. I saw a movie called The Wrestler and I liked it a lot. And there's also Nacho Libre, but that's not it's not the same thing. That's probably the movie you're talking about. Yeah. The Wrestler. That's kind of what I'm thinking of when I say that I hope Iron Claw is good, because that Wrestler movie, it seemed like it kind of woke people up to, man, these are real people. And you don't just become a wrestler one day and then get on national television. You got to wrestle in dirty gyms, and you got to train, you got to lift weights. Depending on what era you're from, you had to juice up and all that, and it's just not a pretty picture a lot of the times. We see it, the people, the casual audience who sees wrestling sees it like this, but this is like the Marvel movie of movies. There's a whole other world that you have to go through to even get to this point a lot of times, and that's where I hope that more movies get made. I'm not saying just give people the down, dirty, dank gym basement type of wrestling all day, but I'm saying like build a respect for like what it actually takes, because this stuff gets seen as fake because it's so, what people saw for the last 20 years is very, very overproduced and just Hollywooded up, so a lot of people have no choice but to look at it as fake, because they don't get to see where these people come from. They don't get to see all the work that went into it. Exactly. It was harder outside as well because it wasn't as interconnected. I'd say that there were some ways it was easier, because I'd say back then it was probably more about who you knew, and but I don't know. I feel like it's probably hard in any era, but just for different reasons. Now there's so many people that it's probably harder to get noticed. But yeah, I hope the Iron Claw movie is good, and we're probably gonna watch it in here. So keep your ears open if you're looking forward to that movie, because we might be checking it.
Since 2013. And this is our 21st annual tribute to the troops.
Tank, they brought a tank? Look, there's a real tank on this stage, guys. It's completely real. Oh, there's two of them. Dang, how'd they roll those out here this quick?
What is happening? WWE
we got
Universe.
Montez.
This is Montez Ford, one half of the illustrious Street Profits, and I was attached to the United States Marine Corps from 2008 to 2012. I joined right after high school, and I'm so glad and honored to serve this great country and to
look at him.
use every single thing that the service has taught me to give you the man and the WWE superstar that you see today.
I have to mute that for just a second.
It is.
And from our troops in attendance here tonight in Providence, Rhode Island, they've been chanting CM Punk.
Look in my ears. I gotta mute the sting. They might even copyright strike me for singing. Oh. No. Oh, yeah. Dude, Carrion's gonna get eaten alive by this crowd tonight. Wrong opponent, wrong time. It would probably be the wrong opponent anyway, but it's double wrong tonight. Got 2 strikes before he even stepped out here. Jeez, man. He's got beef. Did he cut his hair? No, he didn't. He did not cut his hair. At least he's getting an entrance, yeah. I basically dip in and out of wrestling. The current moment definitely feels like potential for something special to happen is high. Portman, welcome.
That when Gary and I come out, that'd be pretty awesome.
So you're about to see some hard-hitting action here in this quarterfinals.
Hard-hitting action is right.
First round matchup of the United States Championship Tournament. Brad, our own JBL, joining us on commentary tonight, a former United States champion. How important, John, is it to be United States champion in WWE?
Well, it certainly helped my career, but it also launched Bobby.
They turned up his mic. That's nice of them. Normally when he screams and says stuff, it's just they have the camera mic on him. They have that like cut all the way out.
States Championship.
I remember Bobby in his last reign as United States champion fella is talking about the significance
What a
of
cool
a
entrance.
US Army veteran being United States champion, what it means.
Oh, it is tied back. I see it now. Hopefully that sticks, because one of the things about Karrion Kross, I feel like his wrestling, his style of wrestling while he's here in WWE, it's really toned it down. He's not a very exciting to watch wrestler. And then on top of that, not even halfway through the match, like 2 minutes into the match, his hair is all like crazy, and it looks like he's some weird evil scientist that just got electrocuted or something.
Different about him, and you know Bobby's already been there. And I was thinking to myself, when Bobby's dad was a drill sergeant, can you imagine getting the first day of basic training?
It's the first time on TV since like July or August.
Exactly.
Wow.
John, you've been Bobby, a 2-time Armed Forces wrestling champion as well.
You know, John, you mentioned, look at going for the hurt lock here on
Oh.
Kross early on. John,
Kross
you
able to break the hurt lock early.
Bobby. What is it about
Smart
Bobby
stuff from him.
Lashley? Is it the discipline?
There's just certain things that
What a right hand!
that are just different. You know, you lock up with certain people and you can sense right away there's danger or there's not.
Yeah, he's got a
danger.
ponytail.
Kurt Angle was like that. Bobby
He's got his
Lashley,
hair tied up like mine. Uh-oh, it already came out.
locked up with a guy like Bobby
Uh-oh.
Lashley, you realize this is a very dangerous
Nice
person.
leaps
Also
from
very agile,
Bobby. Got over the
as you see there.
Lashley now back for
the
Karrion
attempted
Kross.
steel steps.
A long time WWE fan. We were talking
WW.
to Cody Rhodes earlier on about having a fandom for his father.
Right.
Late great American.
You guys know today is
Cody
Michael
Rhodes.
Cole's birthday.
Oh, great strength of Bobby Lashley.
Great throw by
I don't
Bobby.
really celebrate
Oh,
birthdays
such
and
a
stuff like
huge
that, but
man.
it was just a
Won't
funny fact that I
overpower
saw.
Lashley here. Who's going to take it and advance in the United States Championship Tournament?
He's 55 today. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's a number. He's not in the chat, so I guess it'll be all right. But yeah. Bald Karrion was crazy, man. And then Adam Cole destroyed him on the mic, and he was never the same after that. Sadly. That was not a very good investment. Let Adam Cole destroy one of your like hottest up and coming stars on the mic, and then you just jump ship afterwards. It's a non-WWE guy on commentary tonight. Yeah, he's got a good television voice. He's from CBS Sports. I like it. I like it for the maze. I wonder when Big E is going to come back, if ever. I really hope he does. With all the people who've been able to overcome just career-ending diagnoses, career-ending situations recently, I hope that medical technology and stuff is able to do it for him too. Guy's such a a cool part of the show, and just seems like it would. I don't know. I don't know how much he loves wrestling, but I'd love to see him doing what he loves, and it seems like he was always having fun doing this. You guys and your Scarlet. Here, I'll put Scarlet on the screen for you. He liked my my tweet that I made about his video he put out. I made a post about his recent YouTube like cinematic video he put out, and he actually liked it. He was like, "Yeah, that's good." He liked what I had to say about it. Wonder when CM Punk's gonna show up. Wonder what he's doing tonight. The worst thing they could do to like start something going on with him is just we expect him to come out here and do something, and then they're like, "What? He's supposed to be out here," and then they go backstage and he's just laying there on the ground, and that's it. And that's how the show goes off the air. He never says a word, and that's just it. Ooh, I would not like that. Hope he doesn't rush back too soon. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I don't think that rushing is much of a concern right now. I think it's been like a year or so.
Anticipation as well to get back out there and get the better of Bobby Lashley and start to gain some momentum.
But then again, I haven't heard of him getting any surgery or anything. But I don't think they would tell us. I don't think they would really say anything about it. Unless they said it right when it happened.
You know what has impressed me most about Brad?
It's been a while.
Is the fact that he actually knew you had a football career.
Yeah, most people did. It lasted about a couple.
Karrion Kross.
It lasted a couple.
Oh, it's cool. They have matching gear. Both Karrion and Scarlett.
You know what gets me about Brad is
matching gear.
Voice like
both wearing red.
And I was born with one that makes me sound like Jed Clampett. So him and Gary Danielson really are the best in college football, but that voice kills them.
Oh goodness.
I'm jealous is what it is.
Flatliners.
Match right here, guys. You know, Bobby tomorrow is going to be saying, "Go Army, beat Navy," but right now he's going, "Go Bobby, you got to beat Karrion." You know?
Yeah. Two-time WWE champion, three-time U.S. champion. Lashley's fighting for more.
Lashley's just eating him alive right now.
You can feel the energy all behind the almighty Bobby Lashley now. Lashley moving well.
He's so quick, powerful as well.
There just isn't a flaw in Bobby's game.
This is what kills me when he keeps these guys up there.
Yeah, it would be nice, WB.
That's what I'm talking about, this God-given strength. A lot of it comes from the gym. A lot of it comes from working out, your diet. But just God just gives certain people strength like that, and Bobby Lashley's one of them.
Lashley toward the corner, the knee up from Cross, rocking Lashley.
Rocking Lashley.
Oh,
goodness.
My God.
Oh, like one arm spine buster?
Listen to this place.
Lashley a pace.
Speared. Front flip spear. That's Dunzo. Wow. Yeah.
A spear for the troops.
A spear for the troops. I cannot say I didn't expect for it to go just like that.
The U.S. Army veteran, the almighty Bobby Lashley, advances
La,
to the
la,
next round here in the
da, da,
U.S. Championship Tournament. Lashley will now face Santos Escobar.
Well, good luck, Santos Escobar. And also, good luck to our guest tonight, Brad Nessler, who heads over 7 times now. You've part of Pole Army Navy.
Said his name is Bob.
Tomorrow, guys.
Tomorrow,
Honor to have you out here.
Yeah,
Thanks, fellas. It's been fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Crossed off the bucket list tonight.
Crossed off.
Brad, as we turn our attention to last week.
That was nice, man. I wonder what made them bring that guy through. I guess to advertise the game tomorrow.
And that mission started with Kairi Sane. What a match this one was until
He was cool. He sounded good on the mic.
You're gonna do that. Why not me too? Both Bianca Belair's squad.
La 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 la.
Kicked out, and we would go one-on-one until
Bayley, she was asked to stay in the back by Damage Control. And Bayley tried to help Kairi Sane, but Kevin, things didn't quite work out the way Bayley planned.
Kiss of death from Belair. Picking up the big
Kiss of death. He called it the kiss of death. Nice. Actually said the whole name of the move. Backstage with Bayley Control.
Look, I'm here because I want to apologize for last week, okay? I mean, after you guys got ejected, I knew that Kairi needed some help, so I obviously learned my lesson. So I'm going to volunteer that I stay here tonight. But I also think it's a good idea if we all do, because, I mean, this is a WrestleMania rematch. Charlotte versus Asuka. Charlotte's not ready for Asuka, am I right? You got this.
She's so out of place here.
Bayley, that's a really good idea. You know, you should hang back. But I think we're still going to be ringside for Asuka. Just because it's against Charlotte, we don't know what she's capable of, you know? But we got it. Don't worry. It's cool. You got it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yes!
Let's see how this ends up. Nonetheless, we know Randy Orton is now a part of Friday Night SmackDown. What brand is CM Punk going to join? Maybe we get a hint because CM Punk is here live. He returns to SmackDown next.
Next? Oh, really? Really?
This Monday,
everybody has welcomed
La 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 la.
Well, almost everybody. The can't miss controversial return continues as CM
La la
Punk
la
decides
la 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 la. So, Karrion Kross got smashed like we suspected. So far, some pretty clear-cut winners tonight. I did think that they were going to give Dragon Lee a little better showing tonight, and they did. I thought he looked a little better tonight than he did at Survivor Series versus Santos. So it was a little better showing, but still, I don't think that was the best way to beat him tonight. I don't think he should have won, but now he's going to fight for a title tomorrow, and I don't know. We'll have to see how that turns out. Bayley seems like a fifth wheel. They're doing a very good job of making it look uncomfortable for her, and making it uncomfortable for me to see it like that. Her hairstyle makes her look very evil. Uh-oh, is she hanging out with Danhausen? Kyriehausen? Bean, what's up? What'd you miss so far? You missed Santos match I was just talking about, where he beat Dragon Lee, and you missed the Karrion Kross versus Bobby Lashley match, where Bobby Lashley won. And a promo by Cody Rhodes, just basically talking about the troops and just how thankful we are for them, and how and then a couple of promo packages from stars who have been in the military, and a John Cena tribute to the troops package, kind of mostly was about him. And then the opening had a lady and a guy on the piano singing a duet. It was pretty well done. And there you go. Why are these people eating a book? It's come to the point where I feel like all advertising executives just think we should make the most annoying ad possible, and that'll do it. There has to have been some sort of study that they did, I'd say 10 or 15 years ago, and they found out that annoying ads like stick with people longer, because I see it happening so often now. It can't be a coincidence. They're doing this on purpose. I hope the non-WWE, yeah, that guy from CBS Sports, Michael Cole just talked to him like he was leaving, though, so I think he's gone. I liked him. Did you guys see the tweet that I did with the comparing Bray Wyatt's entrance to what we saw last night on the Game Awards. So hopefully that tells you, Bean. Did you hear what I said? I hope you heard what I said. I recapped it. Hey, Stone Cold. Stone Cold in Iraq. Yeah, Ricochet. Was that Ricochet or was that Roman? I couldn't tell. It looked like Ricochet. Triple H out here. 4-star general.
The commanding general of the U.S. Army Training and Doctrine Command, one of 10 4-star.
Man, they're loving this song right now. The official song of the military right now. Oh boy. You know we gotta mute this. Nice. They didn't wait till the end of the show. It's got a nice Titantron, man. Yeah, he's got a shirt that says Heck froze over, but it doesn't say heck. He looks a little buffer than when I last saw him. Or when I last saw him in AEW. Maybe it's just the cut of the shirt or something. You know what time it is. It's clobbering time. They used the circle around his logo as the O in Froze. Nice, okay. I got you, Bean.
Is a free agent. Will he sign on Friday night with...
I hope he goes to Raw. I feel like it's better there for him. But I'd kind of rather him just be a free agent and go both shows. Just wherever he's needed. Wherever the story goes. That guy was just in awe. You see that guy's face?
Proud to be in both Iraq and Afghanistan. A tribute to the troops alongside you, JBL.
Give this guy a mic. I want to know what he's going to say.
I've got good news, ladies and gentlemen. It's the top of the 9 o'clock hour, and that means I'm not the end of the show. I'm not going to get my time cut. You want to chant?
Oh.
You go ahead and chant.
Nice. Uh-oh. I see the chip on his shoulder already. Nice.
That Adam Pearce is trying to sign me to Monday Night Raw, right?
Oh, why's that boo?
I think they were a little bit louder on Raw, don't you?
Oh.
No. That's the question of the hour I'm getting. CM Punk, now that you're back in the WWE, where are you going to sign? And I feel fortunate that I get to take this journey with y'all because I'm partly going to leave it up to you.
Oh.
So do you want me to sign and be a Monday Night Raw superstar?
Yes, yes. Yes, I do.
I can't hear you. Did you want me to sign to be Friday Night SmackDown exclusive? Do you want me to throw 29 other superstars over the top rope and then climb this turnbuckle and point at a sign in main event WrestleMania?
If he throws all 29, heck yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, Draco. That could really fit. That's a good point.
An old friend of mine that welcomed me back home with open arms famously likes to come out here and say, "What do you guys want to talk about?"
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And I'm famous for talking. It's kind of what I do, but I also have been listening. And I hear there's a few people that are a little bit upset. They don't like the happy-go-lucky CM Punk. They don't like the CM Punk that says, "Hey, I love you guys. I'm home, and I'm glad to be home." So I listen, and I hear, and I understand that. So allow me to turn this up to 11. Allow me to be that spicy CM Punk you all know and love.
It does look like his arms are a little bigger, doesn't it?
Allow me to
Looks
get
like he's been
comfortable at home. This is me putting my feet up on the couch.
getting
and
his
my feet
gritty
got
on.
A lot of mud all over him, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
it's not,
Mud,
what do you want to talk
uh-oh.
about? It's who do you want me to talk about?
Uh-oh, dude. Uh-oh. They're going to sing Seth's song, aren't they? Are they saying Tony Khan? I think I'm here to
talk about Cody Rhodes. I could tell you some stories.
No, they want to
Or
talk
do you
about.
want me to talk about somebody who's not here?
Oh. That's what they want.
By the sounds of it, somebody who's never
Uh-oh.
here.
Oh. It's Roman.
Roman Reigns.
Oh. Hang on a second.
Tribal Chief, I acknowledge you. Congratulations on all your success. Don't forget who the OG Paul Heyman guy is.
Ooh. Let's go.
Don't forget that he was my wise man first. Now, Roman might not be here, but his cousins are. Solo, big tough son of a gun that I don't know, but I'm familiar with his cousin, Jimmy Uso. By the way, shout out to main event Jey Uso, who's over on Monday Night Raw. I see you, Uso. These are the things that I have to wrestle with. Do I want to go to Monday Night Raw and hang out with Jey Uso? Or do I want to stay here on SmackDown and scrap with Jimmy Uso? But if I scrap with Jimmy Uso, holy gosh, he's got a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
I'm talking like endless Samoans. Right?
Samoans.
So if I scrap with him, I'm going to need backup. And they're in tag team action tonight. Can I trust a guy who I have history with?
Oh.
Who hears voices in his head?
Oh. Hang on, what?
Can I tag with Randy Orton? I don't know. Are we going to get along? Are we not going to get along? It'll probably be entertaining either way, right? One guy I'm pretty positive that would tag with me is Randy's partner tonight, and his name is
LA Knight. Yeah.
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 Who else? Oh.
SmackDown should move to
Someone said Kevin Owens.
Saturdays? But they already have pay-per-views on
Kevin
Saturdays.
Owens, that'd be interesting, right?
Collision doesn't need any help getting destroyed, dude. They're doing it to themselves. Their numbers are down every week, pretty much.
Let's pump the brakes.
Just let them. Just leave it up to them.
Kevin's a little bit prickly, and I mean to say.
Do I watch
is that
Rampage?
him
No,
and
I don't.
Are probably too much alike. And
It started to make me feel like I was spending more
working
time on
with
it than they were,
somebody
kind of.
Who randomly just punches people in the face backstage.
Oh. Ah.
I mean, it's 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't be doing stuff like that. That's insane.
That is insane. Uh-oh. Yo, bring it up. Yo, I love this guy. CM Punk. CM Punk. CM Punk. Let's go, man. Do it.
Everybody's happy to see CM Punk, even JBL. Everybody's welcomed me back with open arms. Except for that one guy. There's always that one bad apple that spoils the bunch, am I right? But I'm not going to put any stock in anything he has to say, and it's not because of his whiny voice. It's because he's not even the man in his own household.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
It's about all he's got is that song, Keep It Up.
Ooh. He's talking that trash.
Oh yeah, we're having fun, and I'm so glad to be back home on this journey with y'all. We're gonna find out exactly where I sign on Monday night. And I'm here to listen to y'all, and I've heard y'all. I'm here to listen to Nick Aldis. Over the weekend, I got a phone call scheduled with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna talk to him about NXT, and then on Monday
Really?
night in Cleveland, I'm gonna hear what Adam Pearce has to say. And I promise you I will make my decision then. Almost 10 years to the day in the same town I walked out of this place in.
Ooh.
All the men that I have mentioned today have one glaring, painful thing in common, and that's CM Punk is back. And I am the monkey wrench in their future plans and their future goals. Everybody wanting to talk about finishing their story. I'm back to finish what I started. And Monday night, I put pen to paper and begin my journey of finishing my story. And that means one thing. Main eventing WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's go.
John, CM Punk has put everybody on notice.
That's a
Let's go.
moment you're going to be talking about for the next decade. That was incredible.
Where
Get
does
him.
CM Punk sign? We'll find out Monday night. on
Yo,
Raw
it's
from
time,
Cleveland.
man. Jeez. Thank you. That was much better than the previous promo. Much better promo. And they gave him mad time too. He was right about that. Right about the cutoff that they did last time, I guess. Okay, we got this, and we got this. We getting Jimmy John's? No. Oh, it's Charlotte time. From one C to another C. Charlotte. Charlotte versus Asuka. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wonder what brought them to this. I feel like we've seen this a lot. I feel like we just saw this on TV, didn't we? I feel like we just saw this maybe 2 weeks ago or something, 3 weeks ago, maybe right before Survivor Series, or maybe that was a tag match. Yeah, I mean the way that they build stuff up, sometimes it looks like you've seen people fight, but it's actually a tag match or something like, or they were just at ringside or at commentary during it. They hardly ever do the same match over and over again. That was cool, man. He mentioned a lot of people. There are a lot of different places that he could go. A lot of different things that could end up mattering for the future of whatever story he's going to be going through. So I feel like it was good that he didn't keep it super concise. Keeping it super concise sets him down one path that might not be what everybody wants to see. This gives more hope for everybody to get a little of what they want, instead of him just being like, "Oh, that's it, I'm coming after Roman Reigns," and then he just drops the mic. It's like, okay, cool. What if that doesn't sound the best to everybody? What if we want to see him chop it up with a bunch of people? What if we are glad he's back and you want to see how he interacts with the LA Knight? What if you want to see how him and Seth Rollins are going to end up boxing? What if we want to see him go after Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns? What if we want to see this, and this? Whittling it down to one single thing might have been counterproductive to people's hype. So I liked that promo a lot. It was better than I even hoped for. What did you guys think? You liked it? If Punk signs to NXT, dude, they Dynamite gets beat by NXT sometimes without anybody being there. I don't think he needs to, but yeah, if he goes there, I think that would be. But it won't be Rip Dynamite anyway, because their network is just happy to have something on there. You could tell that it's not in dire need of ratings anyway. You never hear about them having any trouble. You never hear about TNT or TBS upset. Never hear anything about that. It's always just people like us saying that. It's never the actual. It's never TNT saying, "Oh, we're down year after year." Oh, it's never any of that. So it's all just us speculating at the end of the day at that point. You liked it, Bean? I liked it too. Looking forward to Baron and Dragunov tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully you guys will come on through and hang out with me for that. I think it's going to be great. We're going to be rocking the NXT deadline. Very much more happy with that promo, and him saying that they cut him short on Raw. It does make a little bit more sense. It's always good to have a timid step when you get a little antsy or angsty about what happens in wrestling, because sometimes it's like people overdo it and then they end up looking stupid, like when Gunther changed his name from Walter to Gunther. Remember how many people hit the wall about that, and then they found out why, and they were like, "Oh, what I meant was," yeah, what you meant was stop overreacting to stuff and let it chill a little bit. Find out. Oh, here comes Asuka and the Asuka control.
Representing Damage Control, Asuka.
It's crazy that
when Charlotte Flair was teaming up with Asuka and
it's crazy Kairi's here, man. Look at her outfit. She looks like a Backstreet Boys outfit or something. All right. Who's this? Michin? And who's the pink hair girl?
Well, they've got a score to settle. Remember, Charlotte and Bianca tried to recruit both.
That's Selena? Oh, God. I should have known by the goofy shoes. Can you explain to me why Zelina and Mia? There's Shotzi as well. Okay, and Bianca. I was about to say, can you explain to me how they're taking out this whole crew? All right, that makes sense. Ay ay ay. Why does she always come out here looking so ridiculous, man?
For the women's championship, she's got to get through every member of Damage Control. Well, that starts tonight against Asuka.
Promo was great. So much great competition in WWE for him. Yeah, exactly.
These two know each other so well, as evidence there.
Rubbing everybody the wrong way. I wish I could put in some predictions for you guys, but my Twitch is twitching, man. Hey, thank you to everybody who has put a thumbs up on the YouTube stream, guys. If you have not already done that, please find your way over and leave a thumbs up on the YouTube stream if you're liking the stream, guys.
Charlotte now. Kick out by Asuka.
John, what is it about Charlotte Flair that stands out, despite the fact she's a 14-time
Charlotte
champion?
Flair.
Well, the one thing you see, especially with her and Asuka, you know, is matchups make champions. You know, Ali was very fortunate to have Frazier. Charlotte Flair is very lucky to have Asuka because it shows the greatness of both in how they compete.
Well, Asuka moving out of harm's way, and Charlotte hit the post.
Head first off the post. And Asuka rolling here.
Look, Charlotte Flair is
It's pretty cool they put the LED boards on the ring post, because it makes that nice boom when somebody gets hit into it. It's not just like a beep.
I don't know why you put some kind of hashtag on this.
It's like
faction.
audibly fun.
Great job. They're the most dominant faction since the Crush Gals. I agree, John. I think they're the most dominant faction in WWE's women's division today.
Charlotte just crushing the back of Asuka, and Charlotte now.
Uh-oh.
Heading toward the top rope. Flair with the moonsault.
Charlotte didn't get all of it, but she got enough.
Oh my goodness. What's this? What am I hearing here? Oh my goodness, man. That's what it is. I see. Both beaten down by Damage Control after Bianca talked to them about joining their War Games team. Yeah, if you go straight to the YouTube channel, make sure you guys go over to the live tab. Sometimes it doesn't show up right on the front page, but it should. The stream should be right there. The Friend Network, yeah. It probably felt like his back was against the wall there. Got people who are literally sapping them of an audience. People who themselves have taken themselves out of the equation on purpose. You got a guy like CM Punk who's I'm sure he has his own shortcomings and faults and stuff like that, but at least it felt like he was trying to make a wrestling show happen and not trying to get his stuff in. And then he's like surrounded by people who are legitimately running the company, who are at the tippy top of the power structure there, who are single-handedly chasing off hundreds of thousands of viewers every time they hit the screen. It's like, how do you work in a spot like that? Every day you show up, you're a problem by like trying to do the things that your business is supposed to be based around. And then the people who run the company are actively losing everyone viewership, everyone money, basically. I wouldn't say money, because probably everybody's getting paid the amount no matter what, but losing them what you've always been taught is what you should be there for, to make a dent, to make the people happy, and to gain an audience, and to put on a good episodic television show, you know. It probably was difficult, probably a very tough time. Zelina dressed as Nicki Minaj? That's why she had the big giant white platforms on? Maybe you're talking about the pink outfit. I don't know. I haven't ever seen Nicki Minaj with giant white clunky platforms.
And Asuka, though, is taking control.
Maybe I just haven't seen the version of her that you're talking about.
Earlier on tonight, Asuka looking to bring out damage control with her, but Charlotte Flair had a plan.
Ouch.
This is 1v1. A storied rivalry.
And again, you
face
see,
to the
the
turnbuckle.
Senior official Charles Robinson checking on Charlotte Flair. Make sure she is okay to continue this matchup after coming off the rope in a very dangerous way.
Asuka's hurting for certain. She's down. Charlotte rocked her with that turnbuckle to the head.
Years in submarines. Experienced WWE
The outfit, so just the pink part of it. Nicki Minaj didn't wear those giant white platform clunky rubber boot thingies.
Look at the bridge now, Flair. Can she do it?
Charlotte's getting it.
Figure eight.
Charlotte's got it.
Oh, Bayley's here.
Bayley, who was asked to stay back in the locker room area, getting involved. The official never
Bayley's
saw
trying to help.
Damage control
Bayley
told
helped.
Bayley to
She
stay
got
out of it.
Charlotte off of her. She pulled Charlotte's hand out from under her.
Furious.
Uh oh. Charlotte just punched her anyway. Oh, Asuka gets the win. Bayley took a punch to the face, but hey, sometimes you got to take one for the team.
Well, that was a courageous performance by
It's like
Charlotte.
Asuka has the bat symbol painted around her mouth. Twitter just added an AI chat, but only for Twitter Blue, I guess. Oh, that Grok thing, yeah. Thing is wacky. I've seen some of its responses, and I'm just like, wow.
It's been fun.
Oh, we're backstage with Nick Aldis and CM Punk. Oh, we get a multiple CM Punk sightings.
You got it. Thank you.
Is this where Paul Heyman's going to show up? No, it's Cody.
Obviously, her set out there. It sounds like for you to finish your story, you would need to win the Royal Rumble. That's interesting. Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh.
It's good to have you back, old friend.
The handshake.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the better part of 2 decades,
Cody.
WWE has been celebrating tribute to the troops. As
Cody and CM Punk handshake. Can I get it? Let's see if I can get it.
It's good to have you back, old friend. Thanks for having me.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the better part
Cody
of 2
looks
decades,
like
WWE
a lot taller
has been
than him.
celebrating tribute to the troops as we pay honor to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces who have been fighting for our freedom all around the
It
world.
looked like he was a good four inches taller than him or something.
National medal.
All right, let's get past
We are
that.
here to award you our nation's
Get
highest
past that
military
country song
distinction,
again.
the Medal of Honor. On his very worst day, he managed to summon his very best.
The Terminators are coming for us, Panda. They're coming for us on Twitter now.
Of Afghanistan, and an individual came out of a structure to our left, with a suicide vest.
I saw this guy's eyes were pretty red.
I ran towards him, threw him to the ground, and he landed chest first, and he detonated.
Oh no.
That caused 4 of my friends to lose their lives. Command Sergeant Major
no.
Griffin, Major Gray, Major Kennedy, and Reggie Abdel Fattah.
Flo will always carry that day and the 4 men that he lost with him.
A lot of survivor's guilt. That moment changed who I was and who I would become instantly.
He saved a lot of soldiers' life, Captain Flo.
The road to recovery was long.
Flo underwent 34 surgeries. His foot is fused and he's missing parts of his calf.
I try, every day to live now for 4 individuals, not just for myself.
It's a lot about knowing that he can make a difference in this world on behalf of those 4 men that we lost that day.
And on that day, I did my job. I'd do it all over again. That's the beauty of serving. Because when you hear my story, if it can help someone, then that's a good day.
This really is a tribute to the troops. I like how they're sprinkling, not even sprinkling. They're taking segments and portions of giving tribute to the troops throughout the show, starting in the middle, before matches, promos involving superstars that know something about it. I like it.
It's a night when you just sit back and soak it up. Massive moment.
Let's see here what we got. There we go. All right.
Watch the UEFA Champions League exclusively live.
That's pretty cool. Oh man, we're almost to double digits, guys. Let's get some likes on the YouTube stream if you can, if you guys have the time. It's commercial break, so probably not gonna miss anything unless they somehow go to picture-in-picture out of nowhere. I love when he was like, I got some mud on my shoes. He's like, I got a lot of mud on my shoes. And I know exactly what he meant by that. That was funny. He found nice little sly ways to indirectly throw shade at AEW, but without saying it to a point where if you hadn't already watched AEW, you wouldn't even be the least bit interested in checking it out. That's the type of sly digs that I would be okay with AEW making if they could have that what do I call it? Like that tact. If they could have that tact when they do it, then I wouldn't have so much of an issue with it. But like, it's just so blatantly pedestrian the way they do it that it's just like, wow, okay, cool. So you don't like WWE? Like the way he did it, the way that they do it, it makes you completely acknowledge WWE and wonder, hey, what's going on? The way he did it was like, it's just so blended into the promo that it's not going to make somebody who doesn't watch AEW even know what's going on, and they're not going to even think he said anything. It's sly, it's smart, it's nuanced, and that's the difference. That's the difference. So you're not advertising the competitor. You're not making anybody switch over and watch what Dynamite's going to do. They don't even know. Yeah, nuance. Exactly. It's a nuanced way of still getting your digs in. He's still fighting back. You know, he's not going quietly into the night. He's being CM Punk, but he's doing it in a way that's not going to advertise the competitor. It's very well done. Yeah, his delivery was perfect. It was. Because anybody who knows, and anybody who doesn't know is just like, wow, okay, that was just part of the promo. Cool. Mad respect. Yokohama, Japan. We got The Rock in Yokohama. Zay, what's up, man? Zay's in the building. Dudley say hey. Dudley says hey to Zay. Ringmaster, did you put on the US title for this episode? Undertaker in Iraq. Look at that. Look at how many troops were there. That was cool. He's going to fight everyone. I know. I like the way they did that. Because it didn't put a definite path for CM Punk to be on. It makes us look forward to the Rumble, but it also makes it to where anybody could be a target. Any of the people that he talked about, and maybe all of them. Maybe all of them can come across each other. It makes it not as finite of a path for him, and that makes it exciting, and that makes people that makes me, and that's going to make people as well speculate. That's when things are exciting, you know, when you can speculate about the way you think things are going to turn out. that creates conversations. That creates a discourse. That creates a buzz. When you know it's just going to be him versus Roman, that's going to cut all that down to just a finite path and a finite level of excitement and speculation. Oh, will he beat Roman? Will he not beat Roman? Will Solo spike him? Will he not? Like, there's such a little amount of room to wiggle around and actually speculate. Right now, there's so many paths. It's like a you ever seen one of those highways that's like looks like a pretzel? It's like that. It's like, which lane is he in? Is he gonna go up here, around here, down here? Where's he going? That's exciting.
I spoke with Nick Aldis, and we have created a
Hey, it's Logan Paul.
to determine my next challenger. Whoever wins this tournament is gonna have a nightmare trying to take this belt away from me.
Kevin Owens. They only have to play four little notes. Who do I think will win the Rumble? I got to see who's in it first, Zay. I got to see everybody who's in it first. Who do you think will win it, though? So what do we have? Like, one person has declared for it so far, so who do you think is going to win?
I'm impressed by his ability to move that big body around the ring.
Also makes tune in to find out what happens next. Exactly. It's better for the storytelling right now, at least, for them to start it out this way.
Look at this. This is going to be catastrophic. KO may turn this around. The torso. Oh, come on. Logan doesn't believe it, but it
I wonder if he really broke his hand in this match.
It looks like they may have broken Kevin Owens' hand.
Oh, we're backstage with Randy and LA Knight. Yeah. Hey, CM Punk.
Good luck, boys.
You ready for tonight? Yeah.
Yeah. La 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 la. Feel like it's either Knight or Randy Orton. Ah. Yeah, if they're in the match. I don't know why they wouldn't be, but you see my point about, like, talking about who's going to win when only one person is legitimately declared as going to be in it. And who knows? You know, it's not like everybody can be in the Rumble. They still need matches for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view itself. So somebody that we think there's no way that they wouldn't be in it. Maybe there is a way they wouldn't be in it. Maybe they're going to have a bigger problem with somebody else, or maybe somebody's going to cost them their spot in the Rumble, and then they're going to have a match at the Rumble for the last spot or something. We don't really know yet. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Do the dance, Sammy. Okay, so we're going to put Solo over here. Jimmy doesn't even look like he's ready for a fight. He just looks like he's ready for a night out on the town. He knows they're losing this match, so he's just getting ready for the after parties. They hit the streets. No. This is the best thing for LA Knight. Oh, for sure. How do you go from being in Maximum Male Models to teaming with Randy Orton and being like the most over person in the company in what? How many months? Like 6 months? He's got that it factor, man. I'm not the biggest fan of his matches. His matches aren't that exciting to me. But he's definitely got charisma, and the rest of that stuff can be made to be more exciting with the story that they give him. I'd much rather have an LA Knight than have like a Action Andretti or something. Just a lot more you can do with an LA Knight. But Action Andretti, I mean, he could get better at acting, and he could grow more charisma and stuff like that. So there's an upside to both of them, but I'd rather start with this. Sure, showing a lot of advertisements for cologne. Oh, I see what they're doing. I was like, I don't normally see this many cologne and perfume advertisements, but then I remember what time of year it is. Yeah, a lot of people forget that the Royal Rumble is gonna have the men's Rumble and the women's Rumble, and then it's gonna have at least what 3 or 4 other matches. So not everybody can be in the Rumble. So there's probably gonna be a Intercontinental title match. So who's Gunther gonna face? Who's Logan Paul gonna face? You know, there's people who probably aren't gonna be in the Rumble who are still gonna be at the Rumble. So and they could throw such a monkey wrench in it because they've done that before, where like the world champion is in the Rumble and stuff. There's so many different ways that they could spice things up or just throw a curveball at us that I'm looking forward to it. And I don't want to overly speculate about who's going to win, because we might be spending time and energy and speculation on something that's not even going to come to fruition at all. But right now, I would say it's probably going to be CM Punk if he's in it. That's one of the most beautiful things about the way WWE does stuff, and one of the things that I knew right off the bat wasn't going to work for AEW is that a whole wins and losses matter and all that, because you can't create surprises out of that. You can't make stuff like, you can't make things like this happen. You know, there's a Royal Rumble, there's all this stuff, and somebody could just win 2 matches and then they have a title shot, and because they've made them look strong enough for the title. You can do stuff like that here. And so from the beginning, I was like, nah, it's not a good idea, man. Not a good idea to have wins and losses matter, because you spend so much time building stuff up to where there's no surprises anymore.
It takes place next week, and I cannot wait for this one. Kevin Owens.
So the NXT superstar is facing Grayson Waller next week in the tournament.
Austin Theory. What can the battle-hardened Kevin Owens do in that match next week?
Broken hand and all.
Jimmy still is not dressed for battle. Is this his new ring gear? He just dresses like he's out on the streets. Let's go.
And their opponent, first from Los Angeles, California.
It's LA Knight. He's gonna fight, yeah.
Is it just me, or does that roar get louder and louder for LA Knight?
It's been incredible to see the meteoric rise of LA Knight, and it's all organic.
He's gonna fight, yeah. LA Knight's gonna fight, guys. Did you know that? I made a song about it. Like to hear it? Here it goes. No, you just heard it. So far, this has been a very well woven episode of SmackDown to me.
And his tag team partner.
They got cohesion between the segments. They got the progression of the show. It's mapped out very well. I love how Bobby Lashley came right out after the troops did their cool rifle routine. It's just perfect. And then they had a promo package set up for him where he explained why he has respect for it and all that. It was just it's like a finely conducted symphony where the first part of the symphony opens up, then it builds to the crescendo and stuff. It's not like, oh, crescendo, oh, silence, oh, a slightly cool sounding part that doesn't make sense with the next part, but hey, it's a song. You love songs. It's like, yeah, dude, I love wrestling, but like, you could put in a little extra effort and make it flow well and make it an actual episode, an episode that has a start, a middle, and an end, and a story that you've told.
Turning from 18 months out, Randy Orton is back and looking better than ever.
Goki knows. Goki knows the lyrics. Randall Keith is in the house. He's got beef. He definitely has beef. He's got a little more beef than the last time we saw him.
Tonight's main event is sponsored by...
Dude is huge. I think he's bigger than McIntyre right now. We saw him in the ring with McIntyre at Survivor Series. I might have to go back and see. I think he might be bigger than McIntyre now.
And imagine not only return, but better than ever. This is a 14-time world champion, and he is better right now than he has ever been.
But John, you know how Randy Orton thinks. 18 months out.
Does anybody know?
But due to the bloodline.
This crowd is heated, man. You hear this? Hey, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you for putting the thumbs up on the YouTube stream. By the way, guys, we have a daily tip goal. If you guys enjoy what I do here and you want to see it continue, please consider chipping in however you can, guys. We haven't seen a tip or a bit since we started SmackDown.
Only 2 men in history have held more world titles than Randy Orton has. That would be John Cena and Ric Flair. He's tied with Triple H for 14.
I would very much appreciate it. If you're considering doing it, thank you very much.
So John, let's get back to LA Knight for a moment. You mentioned it earlier.
Randy with Super Saiyan, yeah.
LA Knight that has captivated the WWE fans.
Look, sometimes you have people that come along that simply somehow connect with the fans. You can't explain it. It's not something.
Randy ate a Super Saiyan. He spent his time off in the, what's it called, the biometric chamber or something like that.
LA Knight is going to get incredible opportunities, which he deserves.
Think about the rapid rise of Solo Sikoa.
He was in that chamber that Goku was in.
This really is a meeting to behold.
Dealing with plus 100 gravity. You don't want no beef? Jimmy from behind just smashed Randy in the back. Oh, man. They did that thing. They did that thing that AEW does when somebody obviously it's a well-known injury or a well-known surgery or something. They go right after it. Hyperbolic time chamber. That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's where Randy was at. He spent 18 months in there at 100 times gravity. That explains the muscles. She left a camera for Santa? Oh, Santa saw the camera. He knew it. Technological. Dang, so what are they ending the show with then? Oh, this is the main event. They're ending the show with this. What could be the cliffhanger here? Maybe LA Knight RKO's maybe Randy RKO's LA Knight after they win the match. What could it be? What could they do here? It's funny how I said that maybe they should put CM Punk maybe like halfway through the show, and they did exactly that. Or maybe they'll end the show with somebody else declaring for the Rumble. Because when is the Rumble? The 23rd of January or something? Does anybody know the date? Let me see if I can find it real quick. See if I can find it before you guys. Let's have a race. Oh, they got deadline up. I see. Huh. Let's go here. Oh, they only have the last one. Giving you guys a few extra seconds here by getting crossed over. It's LA Knight. He's gonna fight, yeah. 27th? It's the 27th of January. Man, I beat you guys to it? Wow. People really aren't paying much attention to the stream lately. I wonder what's going on. I've noticed that people are kind of checking out of talking to me as much.
Developments before the commercial break. First, LA Knight was not happy that Randy Orton tagged himself in. And then Jimmy Uso wasn't happy when Solo Sikoa tagged himself into the matchup.
Randy Orton saying earlier he didn't need
Try to give you guys some interesting stuff to talk about, some interesting reactions. Cool hangout. I don't know, man.
Well, LA Knight also has a score to settle with the bloodline, and you mentioned earlier.
I try.
Remember, he could be the undisputed champion today if it wasn't for the bloodline.
So basically what you're saying is no one likes anybody. It's kind of like Kevin out here.
At least you got his name right finally. At the end of the night.
Solo's kind of blowing up a little bit here. I hope he keeps his weight in line. I'm not saying he's like out of shape completely, but he looks like he's getting a little lazy with his physique. And I think his role doesn't call for him to really look like Roman does or something. So I don't know. This show is for Mo. Yep, that is true.
Knight is rolling here as the street champ is rocked. Swinging a miss from Jimmy Uso. Oh, Solo, there's a
Nice. Wow. Dude, that belly to belly that Solo does looks so good. Looks vicious, imposing. Just planting LA Knight with a incredible belly to belly. I really like the look of that. Yeah, exactly, Legato. That was my main point of bringing it up. Is like, you know that just from looking at old footage of how Rikishi used to look, he didn't used to be that big. He blew up, man. It wasn't his like early natural state. It became natural. Who else is like that? Some other Samoan. I forget who it was. It's not Yokozuna. There was another member of that dynasty that just blew up.
Everything he delivers means something. There's something about generational sports entertainer.
If that's what he wants to do, it's fine. But I just think as the enforcer, I think it's important for him to still look a little physically imposing and not just Umaga, maybe. Yeah, maybe Umaga.
The bloodline as deep as they are dangerous.
I'm the only one talking. Where is everybody? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on recently. I've noticed that people are just kind of choosing not to talk as much in the chat. I try to be entertaining. I try to give you guys cool stuff to talk about, cool things to respond to. But I don't know what it is. Might have to put out a poll or something. Start asking people on Twitter, what can I do to improve the stream? Maybe people are just, they take me for granted or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask. Rosie? Yeah, who's Rosie? I've heard of that. I've heard of that guy before.
Signed the SmackDown contract last week.
Well, he did it because he wanted the bloodline. Plain and simple.
Heard of that guy before. Isn't that like Roman's brother or something?
The devious Jey Uso looking to pick the bones of LA Knight.
What a difference we're seeing from Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. The way they operate. Tag man.
Jimmy's brother Jay had a hell of a main event on Monday Night Raw for the World Championship this past Monday. Double team now.
Dudley says, "What's up?"
I've seen the Usos since they've come in. Look, I believe both of these two guys could be world champions, along with Solo Sikoa.
3-minute warning? I have no idea what that is.
World champion, no doubt about
Is that a tag team?
Nobody home.
Out of harm's way. Can he make the tag to Randy Orton? Knight so close. Dragged back by Solo. But LA Knight will continue to fight.
Bulldog from LA Knight.
And like it's been doing all night, this place is going to come unglued at Randy.
Jimmy's looking for the tag that he saw Randy, and it looked like he thought about it again. Like, wait a minute. He was a superhero in training with Hurricane. Oh, okay. Yeah, that period of time, I don't know. This doesn't. Not really with me.
He's back. It is art. Absolutely art. Most beautiful power slam in WWE.
Jimmy and Randy have the time. Yeah, they do.
Oh! Jimmy Uso face first.
Oh no.
Good grief.
Jeez. Smashing. Randy did his patented drop you on the table, but he kept Jimmy in the air and just let him go. Top of that table has seen better days, and so is Jimmy's back.
Randy Orton setting up Uso. Vengeance. Randy Orton.
Jeez, man. Draping DDT by Randy, and it's time.
Here we go. The Viper is coiled.
Randy's
Oh, smash from behind again.
back in and hammering away at Orton.
Uh-oh. Solo's looking to hit him with the spike. DDT from LA Knight. Ref has lost all control of this match.
Knight catches Jimmy Uso.
RKO. Oh my goodness. That's done. Yeah, it's cool to hear JBL on commentary, man. I like JBL on commentary. This was a good place to bring him back as well. He's gonna RKO him, isn't he? So Randy Orton and LA Knight win off the RKO. Solo was out of the picture. Yeah, Solo got done up. Smart decision to pin Jimmy instead of Solo, though. Still a good idea to keep Solo as strong as he's been looking. That's how they go up there. They go up there with both of them posing in the corner. Presented by Progressive. Dang. Yeah, I really don't think that we need to do a grapple chat tonight. I don't think we need to do it. I'm kind of glad he didn't RKO LA Knight. I felt like that was maybe a little too much, and I feel like Randy's on a mission right now to go after the people who he's really after. Besides Nick Aldis, of course, and I think that might have just been a little too much, but could have been cool. But yeah, we're just gonna give it an auto point, guys. Let's get on over here. I think if any episode of SmackDown was gonna get an auto point with the CM Punk promo, with how cohesive the show was, with it being a tribute to the troops, and with the way that they pulled off the tribute, it's a trifecta of things that make a show just probably should get a point. I know there's probably one or two people who probably don't think so, but I think the overall it's probably a passing show. So let's do it. There you have it. We get up to the 5.0. That's the grade point average that that Dudley gets in school. Good job. Good job, Dudley. Good job, Gollum. Good stuff. Oh, dude. We didn't see MLW this week. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody on the Tubes of You for hanging with us. I very much appreciated your hangout. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for being part of this. And we will catch you next time.